Come to West Virginia, the Center for National Response comes to them.
We've worked with the CNR folks here in New Mexico, along with back at the tunnel in West Virginia. Definitely by far the best training that we've had with third parties coming in. The trainers from CNR have real world backgrounds, whether it be chemical, biological, nuclear. These are very perishable skills. We prefer to get out here, get dirty, get face to face with the first responders, get our hands on the equipment. Keeps us fresh, keeps us sharp.
The first time we went to the tunnel, it was something totally new. They did challenge us. After you've gone through quite a few of these, you can kind of guess beforehand what the outcome's going to be. Whereas they did challenge us, and they made it realistic.
The CNR Memorial Tunnel is designed to train military and civilian responders to save lives in the event of a weapons of mass destruction attack. A terrorist prime objective, first responders, often planting secondary devices to harm them as well. CNR exercise planners help trainees understand the danger and learn how to avoid it, including time in CNR's confined space egress trainer. Realism at every tunnel venue. Actual working labs, from chemical weapons grade equipment to clandestine laboratories replicating terrorist labs that create homemade poisons and methamphetamine.
We're not simulating anything at this facility when we're doing our testing. It's real smoke, it's real accident scene, everything's realistic.
The tunnel's rubble room simulates the most dramatic disaster. An explosion. A building collapse. The Trade Center Tower's inferno.
We had personnel here that was in the World Trade Center. They came back here later and said it was so realistic to them that they were having flashbacks.
A cave complex so accurate, the military uses it to train for combat in Afghanistan.
We custom tailor scenarios that fit the needs of each individual customer.
Our first responders, they're telling us that this is unique, that they find this nowhere else. It's because it's not canned scenarios, and we develop that based off that commander's intent.
For military and civilian first responders, CNR's year-round training offers experience they simply cannot get anywhere else.
That turns black, that's when you know you have a hazard.
The folks here at the CNR, they're not force-feeding us with one of their scenarios. They let us create the scenario, write it around our response procedures. So we're not having to step out of roles that we've trained for.
Whether here or on site, CNR experts create as close to real-life readings the response team drills.
It's positive for a blister agent. In a training situation, it's kind of cool to actually see that. We don't always see that, you know. We get kind of simulants sometimes, or just say, people saying, okay, well, you got this or you got that. So it's kind of nice to actually get it and say, oh, cool, we got it.
No other training facility offers realistic scenario-based training.